BrittanyBearMakeup here and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this gorgeous, beautiful look. I used some really inexpensive products today like BH Cosmetics as well as some amazing products that I've never tried before and I love how they looked on my face. So guys, make sure you guys turn on your post notifications so you can be a part of my bear family. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and as always guys, subscribe to my channel. And keep on watching as I show you guys how to get this gorgeous look.
You are now rocking with
Brittany, bitch.
Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with today's tutorial. The first step for today's tutorial is gonna be taking my Urban Decay. This is Born to Run eyeshadow palette, and this is a brand new palette that they just came out with, so I wanted to use some of the colors in this palette. I'm going to be using the color Riff and taking a BH Cosmetics No. 5 brush. This is going to be just a base color to apply into my crease and really just create dimension and all that jazz. So I'm going back and forth in the crease and just kind of buffing and blending this in, creating a little bit more dimension and making it look nice and blended. Alright, so with this color, I'm going to go back into that same palette and I'm going to pick up the shade Hell Ride. And I'm going to grab this color and I'm going to place it on the inner corner of my eye. I'm really like packing the product on, as well as on the corner, on the end of my eye. And then I'm also going to swoop this in to the crease of my eye as well, just like that. Now going back into that BH Cosmetics No. 5 brush, I'm gonna go in and kind of buff and blend those colors out. I'm gonna make sure everything is nicely blended into the crease of my eye. The next step is going to be for me to go into my Aurora Lights palette. This is a BH Cosmetics palette, and they have some beautiful, gorgeous pigments, but I fell in love with 24K because it just spoke to me, it looks stunning, and I wanted to try it. So grabbing this color, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this into the center of my eye. And then taking that same BH Cosmetics brush, I'm just gonna kind of blend everything out to make sure that it transitions nicely in the eyeshadow. Okay, so here's what it looks like. It looks a little bit messy in the corner, but we're gonna go ahead and clean that up after we go back into our Urban Decay palette, and I'm gonna be packing the color Punk onto my brush, and I'm gonna begin by kind of buffing this underneath my eye to create more dimension, and I'm gonna carry it up almost as if it's like a winged liner. So going in with a clean wipe, I'm going to go ahead and shape the eyeshadow right now. So starting from the bottom, I'm going to pull upwards towards the end of my brow to give that really dramatic, deep cut in my eyeshadow. Alright guys, so as you can see, this is what the eyeshadow looks like once we went ahead and blended everything out and we cleaned it all up. I'm going to go ahead and go off camera for a second, finish off the other eye, and when I come back, we're going to continue this makeup tutorial. Alright Bear Fam, so I went ahead and finished off the other eye. This is what it looks like. Very dramatic, very sexy. I'm like so obsessed with how this makes my eyes look so light. So the next step is going to be foundation. And for today, I'll be using my L'Oreal True Match foundation in the shade W6. And I'm going to begin by patting this onto my skin. So L'Oreal True Match is actually a drugstore foundation, and I haven't used it in quite some time, but it is actually one of my favorite foundations from the drugstore. It gives great coverage, very hydrating, and it looks beautiful on the skin. So I'm patting this in. Mind you guys, this is like my 5th attempt at making a tutorial today. For some reason, I've tried so many different looks and they weren't coming out and I wasn't happy with them. So this is the 5th look, and actually I'm very, very satisfied. I'm glad I got to play with this palette too because I fell in love with the pigments, and I think these shadows are just so gorgeous and they blend it out beautifully. Alright guys, so here's what the foundation looks like once we went ahead and applied it. As you can see, I look kind of greasy, but it's just because it's a very hydrating foundation. It looks beautiful on the skin, covered everything. I'm obsessed. So the next step is going to be concealer. And for today, I'll be using my Creaseless concealer from Tarte in the shade Light Medium. I'm going to go ahead and apply this under my eyes. I'm going to go ahead and apply this on the center of my nose and carry it upwards. Just a little bit on the lower part of my forehead. I'm also going to do the same steps onto the other side as well. This feels like a really thick concealer, so I'm actually really excited to see how this wears on my face and on my chin. Just a little dot. And on the corners of my mouth, so I look like a puppet. So I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and I'm going to go ahead and begin patting this underneath my eyes. Wow. Where the heck have I been? This is seriously really full coverage. I'm gonna go ahead and blend out the bridge of my nose as well. I'm like so obsessed with the formula of this right now. I can't believe I've never tried this before. So I'm blending this in, guys, and I'm pretty obsessed with the formula of this concealer. I don't know why I've never tried this before. It's like hydrating, but it's super full coverage. And you guys already know I'm a full coverage girl, so this is very impressive. All right, guys, so here's what it looks like once I went ahead and I applied my concealer. The next step is gonna be to set my under eyes. And for this, I'll be using my concoction of Ben Nye banana powder as well as porcelain powder mixed together to create the perfect translucent powder for my under eyes. So I went ahead and kind of put it in this little mason jar that I got. So grabbing the product on, I'm gonna go ahead and begin by packing the other side as well. Once I go ahead and set my face with setting spray, it's gonna look a lot less yellow because it looks a little scary. So on the bridge of my nose, on the chin, as well as underneath the contour, as well as on the forehead. And with the excess powder, I like to just kind of blend it out everywhere. Make sure everything is nice and set on my face. I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera, finish my eyebrows, contour my nose, and then when I come back, we're gonna finish all the fun little steps that will make this look super poppin' and sexy for a date night or whatever you guys have coming up this summer. This is gonna be the look to go to. So I will see all of you guys in a second. Now that I went ahead and I finished off my eyebrows and I contoured my nose a little bit, it is now time to add some bronzer. So for today, I'll be using my Cheek Parade palette. This has blushes and bronzers in it. I'll be using Hoola for the bronzer, and then I'm gonna put Dandelion on my cheeks for a little bit of warmth as my blush. So for that, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a BH Cosmetics No. 2 brush, and I'm gonna dip it into Hoola and go ahead and contour out my cheekbones. I just love this bronzer so much. I haven't used it in a hot minute. I've been using the Morphe palette, but this honestly is probably my favorite bronzer of all time. It's the perfect undertone for every skin color, and it just looks so gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this brush to just kind of buff and blend out my contour. Alright guys, so here's what it looks like once I went ahead and I added the bronzer to my whole face, the perimeter of my face, as well as my cheekbones. The next step is going to be taking the Dandelion blush and applying this onto the apples of my cheek. It's a very beautiful, subtle blush, but it just makes the biggest difference. Gonna go ahead and smile. Kind of pat that in. So we're getting closer to the finish line. The next step is going to be to finish off our eyes. So for that, I'll be taking my Monsieur Big Waterproof Lancome Mascara, and I'm going to be applying this to my lashes on both ends. Alright guys, so for lashes today, I'm going to be using my Salon Perfect 614 lashes. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that they fit on my eye. These look fabulous. I like how they're so subtle. I don't have really big eyelids, so these lashes allow you to still see my eyeshadow without covering it all up and making it look like I just wasted my time. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply adhesive to the lashes and then stick them on my eyes. So grabbing a little bit of that Salon Perfect lash glue. So I'm gonna go ahead and prop these on to my lower lash line. For the highlighter today, I'm going to be taking my Soft and Gentle, and first I'm going to apply a little bit of that onto my nose just to make it pop. Then taking a Morphe M510 brush, I'm going to go ahead and start applying this onto the upper part of my cheekbone, on the top of my forehead to bring some light, the other side, Cupid's bow. I'm going to be going back into my Soft and Gentle and just propping that color in the corner of my eye just to make it pop a little bit and come to life. Alright guys, so the final touches for today's makeup look is obviously going to be our lips. So for today, I'll be taking my lip liner from Makeup Forever. This one is number 12, so they have different shades. I'm going to go ahead and use this and outline my lips. Now I'll be taking my KKW Beauty lipstick and shade number 5 and applying this to the center of my lips. And to add a little bit of dimension to it, I'm actually going to be taking my Laura Lee Los Angeles liquid lipstick. This one is called Nakey, and I'm going to apply a little bit of this shade to the center of my lip. Alright guys, so here is the final look. I'm so happy with how it turned out today. I'm actually so excited that I'm stepping out of my comfort zone and trying new products and really just expanding my repertoire of makeup. I hope all of you guys liked today's look. If you guys did, then don't forget to give me a big ol' thumbs up, like, share, comment, and as always guys, hit that subscribe button, and I will see all of my bear family in the next video. Bye guys!